Hey guys, it's been a really long time since I've done a clean with me video, and right after Christmas you can see that we desperately needed it. For this video I'm focusing on my kitchen and my dining room, and believe me, I only had an hour and a half or so this morning to commit, and I couldn't really do much more than that. So we grounded some coffee beans, we brewed some coffee, and we just sort of navigated around the two rooms and got to work. Before I did that, I found my old essential oils mister, and I put it on. I haven't been using this for months, and I just said for the new year I want to start putting on the scents that I love, and so I kicked it off with healthy habits for my self-care routine, and honestly it made me feel so much better. So I was really happy that I did that. If you saw those crate boxes, they were actually a really fun gift that my children loved. You don't get to pick the country, but you get all these really fun snacks from these different countries, and your children get them once a month, and you can do it for 3 months or 6 months. And I gifted each of my children, my two boys, one of those crate boxes for 3 months, and they loved it. So we got one from Germany and one from Japan, and we've been eating one snack a day and sharing them. Really cute idea. Okay, so we are kicking things off in the kitchen and the dining room, and when I clean, I really don't focus on one area at a time. I go back and forth. So you might see my tea being in the dining room, and then it's in the kitchen, and then it's in the dining room, and then it's in the kitchen, because that's how I walk. I walk around and I sort of tidy up and I take things with me. That's how it works. That's how it works for me. I know a lot of vloggers that do their clean with me motivational videos. They tend to do one corner at a time. I don't know. I just don't work that way. My mind sort of loses attention, and then I see something else in another room, and I just go back and forth, that's how my mind works at my business, and so that's also how it works when I'm cleaning. I had so many things on my counter. We had donuts, we had so much bread. I have lots of bread to serve over the next couple of lunches and dinners. And I had extra decorative things for Christmas on my counters. I really just wanted to clean it up and just get it out of the way. And lots of excess crumbs. My little 7-year-old is a messy eater, and every day we have to wipe down his section in particular. And, we clean our table anyway, but his little section is always a mess. Always a mess. But we'll miss that one day, right? My 13-year-old boy, as you can see, he's starting to YouTube and vlog on his own. So he's constantly bringing up my lights, and he's having fun without me being involved, but he never cleans up after himself. So he's helping out over here, taking care of his responsibilities. And I'm tidying up the rest of Christmas. So there's the gifts, there's robes, there's papers, there's, cords. We recently painted a room and took down the window treatments and decided that we aren't going to put them back up. So we needed to wash them and store those window treatments. And my poor cactus, my cacti, I have to talk to you a little bit about my cacti. We brought them all in from the outside because of the winter, and they were all on the floor. They were all mistreated. You're going to see me get zinged a couple of times during this. I was in a lot of pain. But they had no dirt. I couldn't believe that I really didn't take care of them over the summer, and none of these pots had any dirt. They were just the cacti with their roots in the pot. I don't know where all the dirt went. So I bought a bag of dirt or soil. Believe me, I do not have a green thumb. the plant right next to this cacti little storage thing my neighbor gifted to me a couple of days ago. She's moving down to Florida, so now I have this plant that I have to take care of. All of a sudden I have all this greenery in my house. I'm a fake plant kind of girl. Everything else that you see is fake, but now I have all this live stuff that now I'm treating. So who knows, maybe in a year I'll add a lot more stuff to the house to tend to. But this is how they turned out. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I have to look up how much you have to water them. I was just leaving them outside. This is another plant I brought in. As you can see, we call her Diane because she's dying. And we don't think that she's going to make it, but we call her Diane as a joke. This is how I showcased my cards this year, and I loved it. I loved it so much. It was a new way of me showcasing, and as you can see, it takes 3 seconds to pull them each off. Every cabinet, you just take the tape off on the inside, and the whole thing just rips down, and it is so great. It was so pretty. It made the kitchen absolutely beautiful. It really brightened it up with that bold red, and I just loved it. I really love the way it came out, and I'm definitely going to do it again. But as I said, I was ready to just get a clean sweep in the kitchen, and I wanted the cleanliness back into my life. So it was about time to take the cards down, even though we don't take the tree down until the first or second week of January. I did want to take the cards down just to give me back my kitchen space. Now, I'm going to reuse the ribbons, and I'm going to reuse the clips because there's no point in throwing out the ribbons. They're perfectly good and they're great, and I'm not going to be purchasing these time and time again when I could just easily save them. So I grabbed a Ziploc, ripped apart the tape, took the cards down, and I'm just rolling up the ribbon, and I'm going to store it with my Christmas tree. So next year I'll know where everything is, and it will be really easy because everything is pre-cut and made to order when it comes to my kitchen cabinet. So this is a very low budget, easy way to store your Christmas cards, and I hope that you consider this next year because I will tell you, it was so beautiful every time that we went into the kitchen to always see those beautiful faces every time I was cooking. Last step, a little wipe down of the counters that are finally clean. I couldn't look at the chaos for another minute. I'm somebody who gets anxiety, and I really mean that. I get anxiety when I see too much clutter, and especially in my kitchen and my living room. If there's too much clutter in the kitchen and the living room, it's just too overwhelming for me, and I can't function. I stop being able to work to the best of my ability. Like, my brain just stops. I can't explain it. And my bedroom is not like that. It's a little messier, to be honest with you, but when the kitchen is chaotic, it just makes me crazy. So I was really happy to do this, and this is definitely part of a new year, new you sort of routine. I'm just trying to take better care of my house and better care of my mental state, and that's all I have. I don't have a million goals. I just have a goal of take care of your mental state, and cleaning my house is definitely going to help me be on top of that. I'm not doing this for anybody. We're obviously not having guests over because of COVID. But, this clean with me is really a clean for me. And I hope this gives you some motivation for you to do the same, because it really does help you feel better about yourself when you walk into your space. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next week.